What's up, Peaceful Tribe? Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you clicked on this video, that means you are part of the Peaceful Tribe. So I want you to go ahead and like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and share this video. Make sure you hit that bell notification button also, so every time I drop some content, you guys will be the first to hear. So guys, today I just wanted to kind of do a little story time, just sit down and talk to you guys about my college experience. So yes, I did go to college. A couple colleges actually, and I just want to talk to you guys about what I experienced in college and also the mistakes that I made. Like I always say, guys, you know, if I'm going through it or if it's something that I'm working on, I want to push it out to you guys. You know, I'm not in college currently, but I went through college and I had the experience. So I just want to go ahead and talk about my experience so maybe it can help someone else that's going into college or that's currently in college. And this actually was a request by Brianna Boo. She told me a long time ago that she wanted me to do a college edition, so this is for you guys. Hope you guys like this. About how I was able to get to college. So I had a full scholarship running track. I did run track. I ran track basically all my life up to college. Started maybe like in first grade all the way up to, like I said, high school and college. So, you know, I wouldn't say it was easy for me to get into college, but I had the talent that, you know, lured colleges in to give me a scholarship. But on the other side, I did not take my SATs or ACTs more than once. You know, the school that I went to, they didn't really push it. And when I actually did take it, I didn't do really well. So that really hurt me when it came to trying to find a good college because, you know, you need to have that good score along with your grades and everything else. So with that being said, I qualified to go to a junior college, which wasn't the end of the world. You know, still college. It was still something that I knew that would be a stepping stone for me to get to where I need to go. And plus, I had a free ride to go to college. And I was doing something that I loved. I loved track back then. I still love track. But it's just different that I don't run anymore. So, you know, I got the full scholarship and I went off to college in Mississippi. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, but I went to college in Mississippi first. So my college experience there, guys, it was crazy. So like I said, that was my first college that I went to. So let me just talk about that. So the college there was really small. It was a junior college, and it was the first year that they were actually having the track program. So, you know, everything is new. Everything is, you know, kind of intense because there were other sports there, boys and girls that were there before us. And they felt like, you know, now we have a track team. We have to share things with them. So I wouldn't lie. You know, I'm not going to lie. It's a little intense in the beginning, but everything kind of worked out itself. But, you know, the college itself was just a little stern. We had a curfew. It wasn't even just, you know, our track team. It was more just the college. We had a curfew. We had to be off of the campus or be in our rooms, our dorm rooms. We had an intercom in our dorm rooms. So our house lady, or I don't even know her name, but the person that watched over us while we were in our, you know, in our dorms and stuff, she can actually listen to our conversations. Now thinking about it, that's invading our privacy. But, you know, during college time, I'm just in college. I'm enjoying myself. So, you know, I didn't think about her, listen to our conversations. Also, you know, in the morning, they used to say, girls, come on, wake up. You know, the intercom throughout the room. You know, I stayed in the suite with, I would say, maybe 6 other girls, but we each suite had 2 rooms. So I had a personal roommate, but at the same time I had suite roommates, and we had 2 bathrooms in our suite. So as far as just the experience being in college, being somewhere different, I really enjoyed it. You know, when I knew that I wanted to go to college, I wanted to go somewhere that was far from Pennsylvania. The reason why I wanted to go far is because I felt like if I'm in college and I'm only an hour, maybe 2 hours away, you know, I'm still going to see the same people that I grew up with. I'm still going to kind of be in the same environment. I'm still going to be near my family. Not saying that all those things are bad, but me personally, when I wanted to go to college, I wanted to go and experience life on a different level. So that's one thing that, you know, I definitely can't say that I regret going to school so far. The one thing that I do regret is when I went off to college, I wasn't really focused. You know, I'm a freshman in college, playing around. Like I said, I was on the track team. So my focus was really more so on track and not so much on my grades. Not saying that I didn't do my work. You know, I still did my work because I know that I need to do my work in order to keep my scholarship. But at the same time, I was doing my work to keep my scholarship, not so much to really get the good grades, get my GPA up, and to continue on. So, you know, my whole mindset was just, I'm here to run track. I'm gonna be the best person to run track. Not saying that, I need to go and really study. I need to focus on my schoolwork, because after track, I'm going to need my degree. So that's one thing that I really wish that I really focused on. And like I said, I was in Mississippi. We were close to New Orleans, so I partied a lot. And when I was in Pennsylvania, I did party, but it wasn't so much. Being in college, being around different people, just being in the atmosphere, it makes you want to have fun. You think that you're grown, you think that you could do whatever, and that's another mistake that I said that I made. I partied too much, guys. But now that I'm grown now and looking back at those years, I don't regret it. I try not to regret anything that I've done in life, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. So, because I partied so much then, now to me, partying is nothing. I'm not pressed to go out. I honestly get tired, so I like being home. And since I have a family and children, I like staying home. Partying is kind of out of my system, per se. So, yeah, I went to school in Mississippi for about a year. And honestly, I didn't have a degree or a subject that I was really pursuing so much at the time. I kind of knew that I wanted to be like in the medical field. Matter of fact, I think I was actually trying to matter of fact, my major was occupational therapy. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but at the same time, I was still kind of, seesawing with the idea of being an occupational therapist. But I knew I wanted to do something to help people. That's always been in the back of my mind. No matter what I do, I want to help people. And it didn't even have to be me being a doctor or a lawyer to help people. Even the smallest jobs is, I feel like they help people even more. So I wanted to be occupational therapy to help people that, that were in accidents or something happened to them if they couldn't walk or they just needed some type of therapy. I'll be the person that helped them to get them back on their feet, or to help them whatever the way they needed. So while I was in college, like I said, I partied a lot. I ended up getting in trouble and I got kicked out of college, guys. Kicked out. And remind you, I'm on a full scholarship in Mississippi, and I'm from Pennsylvania, and I got kicked out. So I had to go back home. When I called my mom, she was so disappointed in me, my family, because I'm just about the only person, I was at the time, the only person to go to college in my family in a long time. And, I was the track star and everything, and I got kicked out of college. So that within itself was depressing. It was stressful to even go home and face my family, face my friends that were already there. So, that's one mistake that I really wish that I didn't do. Is just, like I said, being more focused and not so much partying. But nonetheless, things worked out itself. So I ended up going back home after my year of freshman year. And I knew that, I didn't want to stay home. I knew that I didn't just want to come back and just give up on my track career. So that summer when I came back home, I worked my butt off, guys. I made sure that I stayed in shape. I made sure that I continued to reach out to colleges so I can promote myself so I can go back to college for the next fall. So with that being said, I got in contact with my track coach from St. Louis, and I ended up going to college out there. That's where I met my husband, and it's just kind of history from there. I went to St. Louis. I had a second chance to go to college again and to get my act right. So I used that opportunity to really focus on my schoolwork and, track and everything. But like I said, I met my husband then. Of course, I didn't know that he was going to be my husband, but he was just my teammate. But being in St. Louis, that's when our relationship really started to flourish, and I ended up getting pregnant. So yet again, I felt like, I messed up in college again. I'm on a full track scholarship again, and here I am getting pregnant. So, I feel like there's a lot of mistakes made with my track experience, far as trying to run track in college and everything, because I put a lot of roadblocks in front of myself. But at the same time, like I said, everything happens for a reason. I think it was meant for me to get kicked out of school and to go to St. Louis, because the same time that I was getting kicked out, my husband was also getting kicked out from school in Jersey, and we ended up meeting each other in St. Louis. So like I said, everything happens for a reason. And then when we met each other in St. Louis, we were glued together, and we're still glued together to this day. So guys, what I really just want to express with my story is that my college experience was not by far anything that I wanted it to be. I wanted to run in the Olympics. I wanted to be occupational therapist, a nurse, but those things didn't happen. but I'm still standing. I'm still great. Even after I got pregnant, I didn't just stop going to college after that. I went to college, at least for another year and some semesters. Even after that, even after having Akira, I was still in college. I wasn't running track, so I had to pay out of pocket, but I had to get a job, and I did that. And then when I had Tayden, I think after I had Tayden, I stopped going to college because we needed money for the family and everything. But guys, even though it wasn't my plan, the way that I did it, and I did not graduate. If you guys are wondering, I did not graduate, but coming to present day, I plan on going back to college when I am able to. It's definitely something that's on my bucket list that I am going to achieve without a question. And I know that I can do it because college is still there. As long as the school is still there, I still have the opportunity to do it, and I do plan on doing it. So I want you guys to know that no matter what happens to you in college, you have to stay focused. College is a fun time to explore and to get to know yourself, but it's also a time to be serious. It's your building time. So, don't try not to get caught up in the partying life, just saying, oh, I'm in college, schoolwork is going to be there. Yes, schoolwork is going to be there, but partying is also going to be there too. So you just really have to learn how to prioritize, because that's something that I really just needed to do back then. But also remember that everything happens for a reason. So if you put yourself in negative situations or intense situations, that's what's going to come out of it. Tense negative results. So you have to make sure that you keep a positive mind when you're in college and stay on track. Stay on the straight and narrow, guys, because it doesn't take anything to come off, especially if you're on a scholarship. You don't want to mess up the opportunity. So I hope my story, my experience helps someone else that's going through college, or like I said, that's in college right now. Guys, stay focused. Get it done, and you can do it. I want to see everyone walks across that stage. Right, y'all hear my baby? She said, you can do it. Get it done. I want y'all to walk across that stage and make me proud. And I know that soon I'll be walking across that stage, and I'll make sure that I got the videos, everything right on me to show you guys that I still did it after the age of 30. I know that I am, without a question of a doubt. And, life is life, but it's the way that you respond to it. So guys, I thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you enjoyed this short story time. Make sure y'all share, like, and pass this video along. Bye guys.